Well, Xander, welcome everybody to another 30 days of preparedness videos. Every day in September, there's a new video to help you become better prepared. And this collaboration is being hosted by Rogue Preparedness. Be sure to check out all the videos, subscribe to the channels, and if you miss a video, there's a playlist. So it's down below this video in the description. Well, I don't know about you, but I think most of us are used to, running to the grocery store once a week, picking up what we need fresh, be it vegetables, fruit, our meat, seafood, fish, whatever we're going to have for the week. What would happen if you can't do that? And that's what we're going to discuss today. What should you have in your prepper pantry? And what can you use to substitute if you don't have something fresh, or if something needs to be refrigerated or frozen, you can't use that. So what can you use instead? Now, you might already have a lot of stocked canned goods, but do you know how to use them all to make a meal? Welcome, resilient citizens. I'm Prepper Potpourri, and if you aren't a subscriber, please subscribe by clicking the subscribe button, clicking the bell icon so you receive notice of every video, and be sure to hit the like button if you like this content. Thank you. Now, so you got the stuff on your shelves, but you never thought of, how do I make recipes with them? Well, there's a collab that's going on right now. It's called the Shelf Pantry Recipe Collaboration, and it is every first Tuesday of every month where a bunch of us get together and showcase recipes you can make with shelf-stable ingredients. And we allow home canned goods as long as there is a canned good. You could be, store-bought, and we allow eggs, which, I have chickens, so I have eggs, so they are on the coop, I guess, not on the shelf for me. But if you don't have those, you can use powdered eggs. But we have a lot of neat recipes, and we offer a printout form so you can make out your own nifty shelf-stable recipe binder. And we've even showcased things like making cheese from powdered milk, or making oat milk, making meatless meatballs that's going to taste like meat. A lot of different things. So I hope you check out the shelf-stable collaboration, and that link below and all of the links that I'm going to talk about are in the description below this video. Now, what I think is a good exercise is to just jot down your family's favorite recipes. You might want to do it for a week or for 2 weeks, and then think, can you make those recipes with shelf-stable foods? Foods that don't require refrigeration or freezer. You're going to find in some cases it's quite a challenge. It's going to be easy for the kids if they like mac and cheese, right? This comes packaged, so instead of making it fresh, you can do this. But what if the kids like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Well, do you have the baking supplies you need? Flour and yeast and other ingredients to make bread from scratch? And do you know how to do it? These are important things to consider, so your children can still have for lunch their favorite peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So depending on what you list as your family recipes will depend on what you want to stock on your shelves. Now, I recommend having canned meat on your shelves, I guess, unless your family is a vegetarian. I can my own meat, but there is plenty of canned meat you can buy in the store. You can easily get canned chicken. And there's something called Keystone Meats, and they make a variety of meats, beef chunks, ground beef, chicken, turkey, and pork. And what I like about the Keystones is they have a long shelf life, but also they're just meat and water generally in the can. but they are a little pricey. Now, most preppers know this meat. That's right, it's Spam. And for those of you that watch my channel, know I like Spam. Now, to be honest, I only have Spam generally once or maybe every 2 months, but we do like it. And in September, we have something called Spam-tember, where we make recipes every Monday through Friday. There's a bunch of us channels, and it's using Spam. It can be as simple as fried Spam, different Spam sandwiches, or even Spam salads, and believe it or not, there's going to be one for peanut butter Spam cookies. So, pretty versatile meat, and it has, like, I think about a 5-year shelf life. It's pretty amazing stuff. And you might say, I don't like Spam. Well, I say then you have just never found the right way to prepare it or the right recipe. So, think about having Spam on your shelves. There's other canned meats too, canned ham, you know, the little smoky Vienna sausages in this case. They come in barbecue, a lot of different flavors. And of course, you can also have seafood, you know, crab meat, canned shrimp, or fish like salmon or tuna. I mean, a lot of variety of things that are protein that come in a can. And I suggest you keep them on your shelves if that is something you use in your recipes. And of course, veggies and fruit, very important. You know, I have my own garden, so I grow a lot fresh during the summer, but I freeze a lot of it or can. Well, in the frozen case, that might not be available, right? If we lose our power. So you want to make sure you have enough canned veggies and fruits to last and what you would use in your recipes. Now, most of us use fats and oils in our cooking, and we like butter or margarine in various dishes, maybe on our toast, but this is usually kept in the refrigerator, right? Is there any shelf-stable equivalent? Well, one of the things I do is use a butter bell, and I have a video that talks about different powdered fats and different ways of keeping, you know, like let's say you may have ghee for butter, which is kind of a liquefied butter. If you think about it, it's kind of like what if you ever had crab in a restaurant, that butter, that's kind of like ghee. But there's a way to keep butter right on your counter without any refrigeration. So I really encourage you to watch that video. Another ingredient in a lot of our recipes is cheese. And unfortunately, cheese doesn't have the longest shelf life. Now, some cheeses have longer shelf lives than others, and cheddar cheese and other cheeses are available in powdered form and have a little bit longer shelf life. Anyway, again, I have a video on what are your options for shelf-stable cheese. Maybe your family loves milk. Well, what do you do? Again, I have a video giving you various options from using powdered milk, which I really like this Nido milk, to canned milk, and to even shelf-stable packaged milk. So check out that video. And you notice I'm telling you about a lot of other videos. The reason being is this would be a super long video if I go into every detail. But all these videos will give you other options, things you can substitute in your recipes if you don't have the refrigerated and freezer options that you usually use. Now, I don't know about you, but boy, onions, a lot of my recipes. Now, I dehydrate some of my own onions, but I also buy this at Sam's Club. It's pretty reasonable, it lasts a long time, and it is minced dehydrated onions. I also have a big thing of powdered garlic, and I grow my own garlic, so I do make my own powdered garlic, but I always make sure I have enough of both of these. Of course, it's better to use fresh onions, fresh garlic, but you might not be able to do that. It's also a great idea to have a printout of different substitutions. Like, for instance, how much of this equals 1 tablespoon of fresh? Well, according to this, 2 tablespoons of minced onion equals 1 medium onion chopped, okay? But you want a list of things that you can use, like can you use applesauce, which is shelf stable, right? Can you use that in a recipe instead of butter if you're baking something? What happens if you don't have baking powder? How can you make it? There is an excellent resource, and it is online by the Provident Prepper, and it lists over 200 substitutions for various recipes. And I really encourage you to check it out. Again, I got the link below. You might want to print out some of the information, because that could be very helpful if you all of a sudden go, oh, that recipe needs, and I don't have it, what can I substitute? And you don't need an apocalypse for that, right? Just regular cooking, so you don't have to send your husband or your wife or your child quickly to the store to get what you need. You can use the substitution list. So it's a great resource to have. So let's recap. Check out these different collaborations. I think you will enjoy them. But also look at the meals that you prepare now for your family. Make that list of each meal, then list all the ingredients, okay? Then, are those ingredients shelf stable? If not, is there something you can use to substitute for those ingredients? Maybe for some recipes you can't. If that's true, then that's just one recipe you're not going to be able to make. But I bet you'll find a lot of creative ways to use shelf-stable ingredients instead of fresh in your family's favorite recipes. So go through that process. Determine what's on your pantry shelves. What do you need? Like, let's say you want to make, you have 2 weeks worth of meals. Okay, do you have enough on your pantry to make 2 weeks worth of meals? Great. Do you have enough to make a month? If you double those number of recipes. That type of thing will help you build a pantry that is tailored towards your family and your family need. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Put a thumbs up if you do, and please watch all of the great videos in the 30 days of preparedness to help you and your family become better prepared for the everyday emergencies and those not so everyday. As always, please subscribe and share the knowledge. Thank you.